Dun, 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 dun. What? Oh, the music stopped. What is up, folks? 7:30 Friday night. You know what time, or you know what that means? It is time for the Panhandle Fishing Report. Your host, Smitty, is Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing. Welcome to Friday. Welcome out of the monsoon. If you are in the Panhandle region, this is the Panhandle Fishing Report, but we do have some friends from the coast coming in. So
Absolutely.
Welcome out of the couple of tropical storms that we nearly had, and welcome to, dare I say, a nice weekend.
The weather forecast is looking fabulous.
It is perfect for fishing.
Yeah, it is.
Except the surf. It's not perfect for the surf. Don't go there.
No, don't go there unless you want salad and grass. But it is going to be awesome for everything else, inshore and the offshore. This weekend, going into next week, it is a complete 180 from what we just went through.
Yep.
Not much fishing at all this week, unfortunately.
I mean, you could have.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you might be dead.
And one of our actually, I think a couple of them got out this week. I know Bill did, Captain Bill Lipscomb. He'll be on with us tonight. He got out, ran a couple trips in between the storms, got caught in a nice storm on Sunday. If you follow him on social media, you'll see he posted a nice video of that. Mm-hmm. Looked like they were in the middle of a hurricane, taking shelter in a boathouse.
Yeah, not good. Schubert, how you doing, guy? Good evening to you.
Chris? Good evening. Salute. This week's show is brought to you by Rogue Reels. Let's get his banner up there. Rob over at Rogue Reels. He is offering, the discount is back again now through the 6th of July. If you haven't been over there and check them out at roguereelsfishing.com. Rob makes quality rigs from castable to deployable shark leaders, drum leaders, and heavy-duty double drop rigs, aptly named the Demo rig. And tonight we'll be doing 2 giveaways again this evening. One giveaway will be for your choice of a Smitty's 20-foot deployable shark rig or a heavy-duty double drop Demo rig. So that'll be one. And then the second giveaway will be for your choice of I got to get this right, flat mount Rogue Reels Fishing line cutters, which are awesome for surf fishermen. I got one mounted on my cart. If you haven't checked out line cutters, go check them out. They make a vast array of different cutters, mountable, wearable, those sort of things, or a zipper pull that you can mount to your jacket, backpack, whatever, line cutters. So what we're going to do is at the end of the show tonight, we will put up a post on our page, and we want you to go in and post a picture of your most, we say memorable, best ever catch.
Yeah. Best ever.
Doesn't have to be the biggest fish. Doesn't have to be, it's just your best ever catch.
Yep.
And then we're going to vote on it. Everybody who goes in sees it. Whoever has the most votes is going to be first place. You'll have your choice of rig. Second place will have your choice of line cutter, and we'll announce those winners next week's show.
And you are highly encouraged and welcome to let your friends, family, everyone you know, go to that post and vote for your stuff. We're not going to tell you to like the page, subscribe. Hey, we get that. It's not worth it. This is about you guys. So whoever can get the most votes for their pictures will win. And as for the line cutters, if you haven't heard about line cutters, you definitely need to check it out. He did win on Shark Tank. Yeah, it was a really cool deal how it all went down. Yeah, I have one on my rig tying board. I keep it here, or if I take it with me, I take it out on the cart. Easy to cut, does a great job. Cool. Really smooth tool. Very happy to have it. And it makes, I think I've cut 80 pound with it in a quick swipe. So I haven't tried anything big like the Shark guys. I know you guys have super line, but I'm sure it probably could do it.
That's a good idea, putting it on your rig board. I hadn't thought of that.
It's a cheater, and it's the ring one. So like when I first started doing it, I actually kept it on my finger. But of course, being the real smart person I am, and my crayon eating, hit it. And I was like, yep. Took that off.
Your rig.
Yeah, I hit the rigs. I was like, I kind of just laughed it and shook my head. Like, really?
Yeah.
That's where we are today.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, we got some other people jumping in. Vernon,
we got jumping in.
Evening, Larry. Good to see you. I heard you had some good catches today.
Larry.
Facebook user. I have no idea who you are, but what up? Good
Facebook user, let us know what's happening.
Who are you, Facebook user? Paul Abbott, hello. Camacho, howdy. Good evening.
Vernon, what's up, buddy? Getting closer to August. We'll be seeing you.
Why is it down here soon? This Facebook user? I don't like that.
Wonder if that's Rob. He was jumping on from work tonight.
You know, I also wonder if it has to do with
Brad. What is up, buddy?
Hey, Brad, Blaine. Hey, guys.
Blaine.
Bounty, 8 hours to go. Yeah, you're almost there, buddy. Just make sure you're paying attention to the road because I'm sure your wife is watching and not you.
Donnie, safe travels down here, buddy. Can't wait to see you this weekend.
Rob, it is. All right, so it must. You know what? I bet it's because. All right, so Hey, Rob, are you watching it from Finding Demo Surf Fishing? Where are you watching it from? Which live did you click? Because I have a feeling that if it doesn't go through the streams of your three, I think that's where the comments get lost.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway,
we're gonna have to update our subscription anyway. So,
Dylan, hey guy,
Dylan, what's up, buddy?
You're so far away.
I know.
I'm looking.
this is yeah. So speaking of Rob and Rogue Reels, we went over. He sponsored the show this week. Got the 2 giveaways coming up. He also has the discount code back now through the 6th of July, 7th of July.
7th of July. Yep.
7th of July. 15% off if you use code PFR15. And that's 15% off of rigs and everything he's got there. Go check him out, roguereelsfishing.com. Also, don't forget about our other partners, GI Jigs, 10% off with PFR. Go Mexus Handles at 10% off. Knobs only.
Still knobs.
3 weeks now. We're still working. Has anybody ordered a Go Mexus knob, by the way? We got quite a few viewers on here now. Now that they've come out with the new pin series and stuff. Well, I ordered and I got it took me 3 weeks to get it. Now it is coming from their factory over there. They are new and they got bombarded with a lot of the pin handles. But I'm wondering if that shipping is normal because we've gotten stuff quicker from them. But when I ordered through their website, it took me 3 weeks to get them in. So looking forward to seeing some sand time Monday or Wednesday. Till then, I'll be cutting ribeyes at Publix. Nice.
I just realized who William Camacho is.
I didn't think he was at Publix anymore, though.
I didn't either. That's Bill. Hi.
That's Bill. Bill, if you're watching us while you're cutting ribeyes at Publix, pay attention to the meat saw, man.
Meat saw. So you've seen all those ones. So we've got the Go Mexus with the 10%, and don't forget Waterland sunglasses with your 15% with your code SSF for Smitty Surf Fishing.
Yeah.
Where is that? Okay, cool. So we've got some season openers and closures coming up, and it's looking good. So Triggerfish closes in 4 days, 96 hours. I had to use my fingers because we all know me. Reopens again August 1st, then back to December 31st. Amberjack, the donkey, closes the same day, May 31st, reopens August 1st, and then till October 31st. So those Amberjacks, are going to be hard for you to catch in the next 4 days. And then on day 5, you're going to just get all the perfect limit sizes each time. Grouper opens up 1 June till the 31st of December. So you've got to get all through that one. And Snapper opens 17 June to 31 July with scattered fall dates. So make sure that you're keeping up to date on that in this area for FWC on the Alabama side. Make sure you're tracking on that one. And a great app we always recommend that goes with that is Fish Rules. Take a look at that. It always homes into where your GPS location is, and it will tell you what the limits and rules are for that fish in that area. So don't forget to do that. Very smart.
That was a oversight on my part. All of those are Florida seasons. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm just pulling up now because snapper season in Alabama opens this weekend. You can go Alabama because we do have folks. We talk about fishing anywhere from Panama City to Orange Beach. So snapper season in Alabama starts May 27th.
Oh, today.
Today. Yeah. Anybody get out and catch any?
Yeah, who caught it?
Brad, I saw you were on. Did you go out and get any snapper? And what's the daily bag limit? Daily bag limit will be 2 snapper per person per day with a minimum size limit of 16 inches total length.
So is that snappers in red or any?
Red.
That fish. Okay.
Scrolling, looking.
I still don't know the appeal of it. I really wish I did. Bill, still got all my digits. $7.99 a pound. Pretty good for the weekend.
The triggers with the FWS. A few nice. Yeah, and snapper season in Alabama will run and then continue until the private angler quota is projected to be met. So it started today and it'll run through. Good to know. We got to start adding those too. Make a note.
Yes.
Anyway,
write that down.
Adding Alabama limits on there in seasons as well. Yes, make a note. Somebody.
Duly note. All right. So moving right in along with our normal things here. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. By all means, please answer the question in the comments. We love this because we do enjoy the interaction, and obviously we communicate with you as you do this one. So here we go. Question of the week. Mm-hmm. What is the weirdest thing you've ever used for bait?
Yeah. This should be a good one. I'm interested to see what people post for this one.
I've got hot dogs. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of normal.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I fished with somebody in our group, and if he's watching, he may not be watching because he's got stuff going on this weekend, but he had leftover shrimp boil sausage and used that and caught pompano.
Why would you waste the sausage, man?
I know. That's good.
It's sacrilege.
Chicken skin or lungs?
Ooh, chicken lungs.
Roberto, thanks for joining us tonight. I apologize. Your shirt did not go out yet. I have it packaged. I still have it. So, I mean, not that I have it, but it's packaged up, waiting to go out. We'll get it out tomorrow to you. Slim Jim, Larry Grossman, Slim Jim. That's along the hot dog line, Slim Jim.
I kind of want to use cat food.
Cat food?
Yeah, because like
that's good chum. Like,
well, not the wet stuff, like the hard with the circle in it, so you can throw it over the circle hook and let it kind of dissolve. I don't want to thread that. I don't know why. Just give me my. Other than that, weirdest thing I've ever used, really, marshmallows. I think that's as far as I've really gone into the game.
For trout bait?
Yeah, okay. That was for freshwater trout. I mean, because if you're using trout, with mallows, it's basic. Damn you, Bill. Because all I saw was the green bag. As soon as he put ham slice, I saw the old school green bag. You crusty old man. God, that was one of my favorite MREs too. That was probably the safest one ever. That's funny.
I used so as a kid, I bought this. We're at a bass show. I did a lot of freshwater fishing growing up and stuff. And it was a Budweiser can lipped crankbait. So it was about this big, big. It looked like a Budweiser can, but had a fish head on it and a treble hook on the back and a treble hook on the bottom, and then had a lipped bill. And that's what I used. That's about the weirdest thing I've used. I caught fish with it. It's like a big crankbait.
I know we're going to be talking to Blaine tonight, and he does a lot of shark. I almost wonder if the shark guys use anything crazy. Like, you see the normal, but if there's ever like bro, just do it. Wait, what? Just do it. I want to see what happens.
Like, see what happens.
I almost want to hear that. Chicken a la King MRE #1. All right, I'll buy that one. Not bad. It's not a bad one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Chicken, anything was good with hot sauce. Tabasco, you put enough Tabasco. A tie clip. Are you talking about the hat clip hook thing, Donnie? Interesting. And hey, are you watching this while you're driving?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be watching while driving.
Yeah, you can watch and listen, but don't be.
I bet his wife's doing the text because she's coming down this time with him.
Nice.
I saw her in that one. Ham slice was disgusting, especially the expired one.
Yes. So that's a funny story. So obviously there's a lot of veterans, former military guys that watch the show, and Brian and I are our circle and stuff. And but when I showed up in Afghanistan the first time in 2009, when I went. There were boxes and boxes of expired MREs, like cartons of this stuff, because we worked out of a Quonset hut out in the middle of nowhere, and just food was food, you know what I mean? And half of that shit was expired, and it was so delicious.
No. Dude, I didn't know you were there in 2009. So was I. Where were you, up at Kandahar?
I was down at Kandahar, and I was at Bagram too. Most of the time.
Okay. I was south of you. I was down at Leatherneck and Dwyer.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. We both
Small
played
world.
that.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That's what I guess. All right. Weather.
Back to the show notes. We actually have notes that we try to follow each week, whether you guys realize it or see that, to kind of keep us on track.
I'm actually proud of I'm good at driving it. Normally, I just freelance it, as he always tells me. There's Brian derailing it again. Here we go. All right, what do we got for le weather?
Oh, weather. Yeah, let's bring that up, because let's get rid of these. Let's see, our brown. Bring that down. Do a lot of talking to myself while we get this done. Share screen.
Like drunk walking. See, it's funny. Bill's commenting this, and he's eating friggin' sushi in the background. You guys can't see this, so we get to see the pictures of him mowing down delicious food.
Yes, the wind has finally. The rain has finally stopped.
And
thank goodness.
Too, thankfully.
Yeah, and the wind too. Look, like Saturday is not going to be bad. Sunday is going to be nice. Monday, Tuesday. It's all looking light winds. It's going to be awesome. Great days to get out. As long as there's no rain this day, Thursday the 2nd.
It's a small. Well, no, it was Wednesday was the small. That's right. Yeah, I saw that on the other app too. And it's not that bad this week, so you're not going to be having to deal with that. The other side of this too is, look, I'll be honest. I hate saying this. The surf is complete crap. The sargassum. We've warned you guys. I hate to say it like that, but we were warned in numerous warnings that, hey, look, this is going to be the worst year of sargassum, which probably means, I'm going to regret saying this, but I don't care. June grass is probably going to be twice as bad. So if you haven't started fishing inshore, that would be a great time to learn.
Absolutely. We talked last week, kayaks, great alternative. Hell, just get out wade fishing the grass flats and stuff. This is the time to do that stuff when you can't get out and hit the surf. Our inshore guides, our offshore guys, this is the time of year where things start heating up for them and things start slowing down a little bit for the next 2 months, roughly. Sorry, I'm gonna derail. I was on the.
When did you become the irresponsible one?
I know. I think it's the Basil Hayden. I don't know. So we were on the Pickens Pier today, right?
Okay.
All right. So I had a charter out there this morning, and we ended up canceling. So we're like, hey, let's just go throw the GI jig off the Pickens Pier. We can get out past the grass a little bit and throw it out. And there's two guys down there talking, and they're talking about the grass. And one guy was new here. He was down from Huntsville, Alabama. And they were talking. And then we overheard them say, yeah, I was watching this podcast thing, and they were talking about how the June grass is going to be around here till October. And I had my son Jack with me, and we just kind of look at each other. We both have our Smitty shirts on and everything. It was just kind of pretty neat to people actually watch it in other locations and pay attention to what it is we're talking about. But I think that was your podcast with Tony when you guys were talking about the June grass sticking around through like October timeframe.
I would have figured it would have been this one, but maybe.
Yeah, it might have been this one. I don't know. I thought it was your podcast last week with Fishcomb.
Maybe. Yeah. But I mean, it's still cool that I know this is a live cast and it is a podcast, but it is still something, and you guys can please. I'd actually love to hear your thoughts on this. I really love the podcast world because it really is that stoppable for, you can pull things up, you can listen, you can go away, you can come back, you can do it while you're driving versus while you're stuck at work. You can listen to a podcast because you can't watch YouTube. It's really cool because it's a ton of info, and basically it's fun. Yeah. And it's what you want to listen to. It's not, radio where you got to listen to ads all the time. That's kind of sad. Yeah. I'm going to share mine real quick. Yeah, but whoever that was, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you that watch this. So to the good old windy right now, marking to this one, we're going to go ahead and mark somewhat middle ground here. We're going to go into the Destin area. And this is our current at 8 p.m. and wind is subsiding.
Yeah. Was that north at 7, northeast? Yeah, east.
So the winds are going to be nice and calm this weekend. This is going to be a great opportunity if you have a kayak to get inshore with light winds. It should not be that bad. Those are going to. This is going to be an opportune time. Sunday gets a little sporty, not too bad. 9s and 10s, could be a lot worse. Rain and thunder, don't need none of that. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. There's my happy little number. 2-footers all around. Not bad. Backing it up a smidge as my computer is screaming, I can't handle this. I don't have enough RAM. 2-footers, 4 seconds apart out on the beach side. So if you're going out into the deep water, not bad right there. And if you want to get out there, I know that there's a couple. If I remember correctly, the shelf is right around here. So light waves, decent moves. I think it's going to be a great time to get out in the boat. So if you've been thinking about taking that charter, getting out with the on the inshore side, hopefully you scheduled something. But if not, maybe you might be able to find last minute. But next week, if you got the availability time, it is going to be the beginning of summer. Maybe you can get into a good charter there. This is going to be an awesome week for it, especially to go out deep sea and go catch some snappers if you want over on the Alabama side. And fun for that.
Heck yeah.
Will change. Okay, so Roberto, my area shows 70% chance of rain during the weekend. Ugh. Rude.
That's not good.
I'm sorry, man.
That's probably all that stuff that came through here because you're down in like Vero area, if I'm not mistaken, down in that side.
Bill's got schedule change. I'm off Wednesday and Friday. All right. I'm like, what if I can clear my schedule for
nice.
Friday?
Dunny, search the super duper lure. Okay. Give it a shot. And Rob Foster, a live toad. That to me, I would just feel bad hooking the poor bastard. Like I've used a fresh lizard, freshwater fishing. I hit it with an oar and then we were bank fishing and that worked out pretty good. But never a live toad.
Sharing.
What are you sharing?
Sharing.
What we got? Oh, super duper lure. There we go. Gotcha.
A leather strap.
It's like a trout lure.
Trout and bass.
Okay.
A deep runner.
Not bad.
Interesting. Thin blade spoon. Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, you guys tell us to look stuff up. We do. And
yeah.
Not the TikTok stuff, because I do check back on TikTok. If I'm told to search something, I do watch TikTok first to get people's reactions, because I know some of you are jerks like me, and I appreciate it.
Speaking of TikTok, I discovered on TikTok there are people who do live fishing broadcasts on TikTok. That was like, I watched this dude for I messaged Brian right after. I'm like, there's this dude on TikTok who has 5,000 people watching him catfish the Potomac River right now. 5,000 people were tuned in to watch chunky fishing. The dude was crazy and just it's a pretty cool setup. His rods were all blacklit, and I mean, it was kind of entertaining, but the dude he must have caught like 50 catfish that night.
Yep, and they've got him, and he's got them all spread out perfectly so that they're all at different angles. And I can't remember. I know that he's fishing with those rods that I've seen also on TikTok. The other catfish one's the one where they try to they can bend it almost 180 degrees and they don't break and slam them in car doors. But the way they look with the black light, it's like I kind of wanted to message over.
I kind of wanted a couple of them.
Huh?
I kind of wanted a few of them.
Wow. I mean, I kind of want to talk to the shark guys, be like, hey, you ever thought about putting a black light out and see what happens? And like, it's probably the stupidest question they've had this year. Why would I ask them that? But I mean, the way that those things, that lighting was a smart thing with that orange. It looked really cool.
Yeah, the orange and the fluorescent green and stuff. But I like to know how it works, because I know he's getting paid and people are dropping like cosmos and flower pots and all sorts of stuff. And it's like, and it was just, I got to figure that world out, because that would be pretty cool to do.
We'll have to ask Blaine about that. He's young and he understands this stuff. Like, I just learned that the different color heart emojis mean different things.
Yeah.
I've been sending some really weird to people.
I know what an eggplant means. That's about it. Now I see everybody laughing in the green room. So that's a good segue to bring on our captains.
Derailed level 10.
This is great, man. This is great. Anyway, it's all about having fun. So, up first, our offshore. Captain Chris could not make it tonight, but we had a last-minute fill-in for us. Mr. Blaine Kenny, welcome to the show, buddy.
What's going on, guys?
Thank you so much for joining us, and
thank you all.
And picking up for Chris, who couldn't make it tonight.
Of course.
Picking up the slack, showing us how it's done anyway, because if you guys haven't heard of Blaine, you've missed out on quite a bit. He is one hell of an angler, very smart, extremely humble, and a ton of energy, and a total absolute great guy. Sorry I'm gushing about you, but I've had nothing.
I really appreciate that. Someone coming from you.
I'm just a turd that hangs out, man. I can't be flushed. Anyway.
So, you heard us talking, one, about the TikTok. Do you follow any of those live fishing report guys?
I've definitely seen the guy y'all are talking about, and we've thought about that, and he's done like a walkthrough of his cart deal.
Yeah.
The intricacy of all of the technological stuff with his batteries and how he hooks them up and all the wiring. Mm-hmm. It's just not worth it.
Yeah,
fair.
I started watching that one as he was going through, and he started going way in depth of the lumens and the black light, and then all the battery power he was hooking up to the carts and stuff. And I was like, that's too much work.
Good for you, but I'm a pass.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
What do we got going on in the inshore world, sir?
Oh, not too much in the inshore world. You know, we've been
offshore. I'm a jackass. I meant offshore.
It's been pretty good. You know, we went out not too long ago off to the tuna grounds about 100 miles out, and you know, on the way out there, perfect day. Couldn't ask for a better day. Just glass calm, running right at the optimal RPMs for fuel economy, just cruising right around 30, 32 all the way out there. And you know, we got about to 65 miles, and probably the same grass that's hitting the beach right now was out there in literal mile stretch, probably 100 yards in width and just miles long. It was wild. And, you know, we stopped, we pitched some little live baits around and stuff. And I just think it's super hard to narrow in on the mahi that are there when there's a weed patch that large. But, you know, we didn't want to take too much time out of it. We were going to go for bigger pelagics like your marlin and your tuna. But if you ever were to roll up on a weed mat like that, you know, just troll some naked ballyhoo or some ballyhoo on some islanders, some chuggers back there, and I'm sure you'd get into them pretty thick eventually.
Yeah, those grass. So from the other captains, I've kind of picked up a few things learning on this one. So basically, if you're out there deep in the water, the grass is the key, is a friend. Shit, you've got to throw at it. There's going to be something hiding there. Yeah,
it's going to be holding some sort of bait at a section, and then those mahi are just gonna be honed in on there.
Damn, these are a lot of awesome pictures.
So I'm looking at these. So you guys went out. Is this your boat or your guys' boat that you?
Yeah, yes, sir. It's our little 22-foot Sea Pro.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up. It's a 22-foot boat that you guys were how far out in?
We went 100, but came back in to right around 83.
Cool. Wow.
There you go, Mike. You can do it.
Yeah, that's a deeper V boat than mine. Mine's more of a, yeah.
Whoa! I don't want to hear. No, I don't want to hear this. They got to.
I'm good at the 4 to 5 maybe in mine. Mine's basically a bass boat, so it's got to be. It's a center console bass boat pretty much. Ranger inshore 20-foot, but I would love to go out there and catch.
I think it's been. I mean, I remember the first video you guys did of taking the boat out, and you know, you guys take calculated risks, obviously, and a little bit of like, oh, I don't know, and it's kind of like, no, they wouldn't. They're too smart. They wouldn't go out there without knowing what they're going to do. But on the same
Right.
one, I mean, that is still nerve wracking because you're going way out in a tinier boat and you're hoping the weather's got to be right on the marker. But on the same one, you guys have caught beautiful fish every time I've seen you do posts on the boat. Between the large tunas, what was that big one? What was the one, the really big one you had down by the oil rig? And I can't remember which, because I'm not very good about offshore.
I
suck.
I believe that was either Dylan's or my dad's yellowfin that he caught off the rig.
Yes, that's what it was.
That was a serious. I was like, that was a good day.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the rigs, the altimetry is a little weird, and the watercolor is kind of weird right now. The altimetry is looking really good over at the Fads, and then like in your like ghetto rig area, which is like Marlin and the Patronus and the beer can rig, the altimetry is good, but it's not great. But the water is there, and the bait's there. On our way out, we were rolling by Patronus. We saw a Mako jump out, like just free sky, and it was pretty crazy. And then 10 miles further, we were seeing 100+ pound yellowfin just blowing up everywhere. We'd stop, we'd throw the sick baits, we'd throw the poppers, and sometimes they're just honed in on little smaller baits that they don't want to eat those big poppers.
That is crazy.
But I mean,
saw
there's
the Chuck Norris
tons of life
hooked
out
up
there.
there.
Yeah, that was a big chug.
There's tons of life out there right now.
So what you're saying is get in the boat and get out there.
Yes, very much so. We're looking for every day. We're on Hilton's looking up, best weather gap, best altimetry maps, everything like that. Just trying to get out there. You just get the itch.
Absolutely. It's you try to explain to folks that are new to fishing or not really into fishing. It's almost an addiction. I mean, when you hook up to some of those, yeah, exactly. When you hook up to a tuna on a topwater popper and you see that just explosion and then that massive pull, that is just, there's nothing like it.
No, there's not. It's one of my favorite types of fishing.
Absolutely.
Hey, can we go? Come on.
Yeah, we can go.
He's like, okay, let's go.
Whenever everybody can get a free day, and the water's right, which I know is a hard feat for people to be off of work, kind of stuff, and then right weather gap and everything like that. It's a challenge sometimes, but we can pull it off. I
mean, I'm not telling my boss he can shove it, but I'm looking at him right now. He can shove it. We can go.
Yeah, we're going. I'm going to bring this one back up because there was another photo on here. So this is the run out. One? Oh, I mean, that's just amazing going out there. But there was another photo in here. I think that was the Mako skying coming out right there. Let's see back here. That one right there. Yeah. So not only did you guys get offshore, y'all got inshore on this massive beast right here.
What, a hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, big 13-foot hammer the other night. Biggest fish I've seen to date. One of the craziest experiences I've ever been a part of. It was a pleasure and a just great time getting a hold of that fish.
That is remarkable.
Take all that weight, hold them.
I know, right? And that was, that's another thing. Fighting sharks from the shore. A lot of people, it's totally different from the shore than it is from a boat. And we took Captain Chris Florence out, and he's caught sharks out of his boat offshore and everything. And when he hooked up to one off the beach, he was like, I wore him out. He was like, I can't believe it is that. I'm like, yeah, because you're not drifting over top of him. You're not following him around. You're actually one-on-one with the shark from the shore.
That's right.
You guys are animals. I love it so much.
That is awesome.
Well, thank you.
Dylan sent us in our group last week just the tail of that shark. And then he ghosted us and he left. He was like, I'm just going to drop this and then I'm out. And of course, Jack called him out on it. He was like, come on, man. How are you going to do that and then ghost the chat like that? Yeah, that was a monster fish, especially from shore.
Well, you guys are going to be out in the boat some more. You're going to be out there doing that. You've got some more. You guys have more charters throughout the summer for the sharks.
Yes.
And you guys are you're still taking bookings, right? Or are you guys booked up?
No, we're still taking some.
Okay.
Nice. Let's ask you while we have you on here, what's the weirdest thing you've used for bait?
Um,
And I think Brian asked, "What's the weirdest thing you guys use for shark bait?"
Yeah.
we typically use just like fish baits and ray baits, but I know of people that have run like pig heads from shops and stuff, and there was one other crazy one.
That would be interesting. A
Pig
pig
head.
head.
Oh, a goat leg. I've heard of a goat leg before.
You bringing a T-Rex?
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna hit the butcher shop on the way out here, and
What's gonna do to the goat? What's wrong with the goat?
I don't know.
What'd the goat do?
I'm not sure they caught anything on it, but it was pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, it's a big, being scavengers that they are, a big chunk of meat laying on the bottom of the ocean floor. I mean, they're gonna.
Tiger sharks especially will literally eat anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, a pig head is bacon.
They're the ones I see like coughing up license plates and stuff, like in cartoons. You know what I mean? Like that would be a tiger shark. They'd eat whatever.
They're the goat of the ocean.
The goat.
There you go. That's a good way to put it.
So Blaine, how do people get in touch with you guys? Set some charters, book in with you, anything like that? How do they get in touch? Are they doing phones right now? I can't remember.
Yeah, we're doing Dylan's phone number.
Okay.
Right now, I'll have to send it to y'all, and y'all can do something with it.
Yep,
absolutely.
We'll
get it out there.
We're all on board with you, man. So, however you guys, whatever we can do to help out by keeping the charters running.
We definitely appreciate that from you guys.
Anytime, man.
Absolutely.
Right. Well,
we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you jumping in and helping us out tonight, and jumping in last minute with this offshore report, man. Great stuff. We look forward to getting you guys back on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, brother. Take it easy.
Yep, you too.
All righty.
Always good stuff. What we got in the comments? Let's see. William Camacho, salamanders, frogs, crappie heads, life brim. Okay.
See that.
Rob, do you feel bad hooking a shrimp? Well, no, I don't feel bad hooking the shrimp, but
I feel bad when the damn thing gets eaten and I don't have a fish on the end of it.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I guess the same thing, hooking the frog. It's just they're a little meatier.
Damn those.
Bruce, can't wait. I can't wait to get you down here, man. Bruce booked a shark trip for October. That's going to be a good time down here.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have some fun with that one.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
All right. So we've gone on the offshore because, that's what we normally do. And I completely baffled myself because I'm an idiot. So let's go ahead and move ourselves into the inshore. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Our familiar face, Captain Bill Lipscomb of E6 Inshore Fishing Adventures in Navarre. Good evening, sir.
What's happening, boys?
What is up, Bill?
Just digesting my food.
You're going to be hungry again in an hour anyway.
Maybe. I got ice cream. I'm good.
Fair. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going there after, but I'm totally going there.
It's been an interesting week.
Hadn't it?
Yeah. I had to cancel 2 trips because of the weather, and then I moved one, and then next thing you know, everything blew up, and now I'm booked from now until I don't know when. We're just gonna go every day.
Nice. That's good.
Oh no,
it's good stuff.
That. Anything but that.
But Sunday was memorable. I'll say that.
Explain what happened on Sunday.
Okay, so these guys booked me, and we went out, and it was sunny. I mean, I didn't even really think that the chance of rain was that high. And we're out towards Woodlawn, and I'm like, okay. And I look back, and I'm like, oh, it's getting kind of dark. We're not going to outrun this. So I said, we're going to have to take shelter in a boathouse. And I know just one down there that's empty most of the time because I've used it before. So once it started to rain, I pulled up in there and put the power poles down, and we just rode it out. And they were troopers though, because they were like, man, and then the guy sent me the video, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but it was a whole lot better idea than trying to run back. and I probably would have, if it would have got any worse, I probably would have told them to get up on the dock and go back to them people's house.
But what happened after the storm passed?
Everything laid down, and the bite picked up.
Nice.
And they started catching fish, and turned out to be a good day.
This is that group, right?
Yeah, these two guys. Yeah. Yeah.
So nice redfish, flounder. Yep. I mean, everything, trout. Right after that storm.
Inshore slam, fine.
Ladyfish. Yeah. They had a good time.
A mingo? No,
that was wrong one. That was a snapper.
Oh, okay,
but it wasn't that trip. Yeah, right after the storm passed, sun came out. Everything.
This picture was before the storm.
Okay.
And then after the storm, it was like lights out.
Nice. Yeah, man, that's a good time right there.
That is awesome.
So what
you've been pretty much dodging the storms and finding fish.
Yeah, this is one of the guys that I was in Red Horse with.
Okay.
Here at day 23rd, and him and his family went out. I took them out on Tuesday, I do believe it was, and wasn't a bad day. Wasn't she caught that one, and then I baited her up and threw it back out there, and 10 minutes later she hooked up with another one that was 26 and a half.
Oh,
and
wow.
She's like, I can't reel this. So I said, well, here, hand Dave the pole. So let him reel it in. That's the one he reeled in.
And that's the one he brought in. She got it all hooked for him.
Yeah.
And his mom got a 24-inch trout. So
ooh.
Yeah.
Was that one right there?
Yeah, that one right there.
Nice.
People have been talking about the trouts being monsters this year. It's
just, I don't know. It's just, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, man, last year, this time it was all, every 14.5-inch trout you could find.
Yeah.
And now every one you catch is 18.5 to 22.
That's awesome. That's a nice cooler.
Yeah, they brought home 3 reds and 3 trout. So
nice. That's awesome. That's a great trip. Great job, Bill.
Yeah, another nice trout day there.
Yeah, this was today. This was from this morning.
Okay.
And that was a great trip because they didn't want to keep nothing.
Oh, oh no.
We're just going to take pictures and let them go. I'm like, oh, great.
So what are you thinking with the Inshore is going to continue on like this? What do you foresee?
As long as the water don't get real hot, it'll be all right.
The weather is not supposed to get chilly. I mean, from what the weather was, the low was 73s, 71 at the lowest. So I think
the water temperature before all these storms came in was up to 83 in the bay.
It's too hot.
And after the first storm went through, it was 78.
Cool.
And today it was 77. So, and nice. I'm sure tomorrow it'll be back up to 79, 80 degrees. But
yeah,
I was worried about the runoff today going out because I was like, man, all this rain, funneling into all of the creeks and whatnot. So we kind of stayed on the south side, but the water was it was like a little dingy, but it wasn't dirty. I mean, you can still see the bottom.
It looked like everything on pop and cork and shrimp. Is that the flavor or yeah?
Yep. Pop and cork and shrimp. I'm having an issue with my bait well, so I'm dealing with that right now. But
gotcha.
I'd caught about 3 dozen croaker in my cast net, and they all died.
Oh,
I was not happy. But then when you got a 12-hour rain event, you can't really do anything with it. So
yeah.
But it was a very interesting week, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this weekend plays out. I'll be posting pictures on Facebook, so we will see.
There you go.
But there's some redfish are biting, trout are biting, flounder are starting to show up a little bit. I actually lost a rig to a flounder on Sunday.
Lost a rig?
Really?
Yeah, he broke me off.
Okay.
That had to have been a real good, decent sized flounder.
It was 16, 18 inches easy. I saw him, and he pulled drag one time, and I mean, he must have. It was. I don't want to give my bait away, but you know, it was a rubber shrimp, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he engulfed it and just bit through the leader. So
I think if folks are paying attention, they
see that you're still stirring with that finger.
Well, no. I told you it was for ice, man. I'm not stirring, man. It's for ice.
Right.
Drink.
Right.
Right. But I think you've talked about that shrimp before.
Yes, I have it.
Yeah.
It's a Texas bait, but it works.
Yeah.
And it works really good.
Nice.
My buddy takes his and drills out the weight, so it lessens the weight.
Okay.
They come in 1/4 ounce.
Gotcha.
And he's like, it's too heavy. So he drills it out and works. But that storm was bad. I was looking out there and I'm like, oh, it's 4-footers. Where did these come from? Yeah. I mean, it was like almost calm, and then boom, it was 4-footers in a minute.
Just out of nowhere.
And then it went to calm again. But we sat in that boathouse for probably 40 minutes.
Oof.
I was sitting there having coffee that morning, and you made a post like the damn weatherman lied or something like that.
Yeah, because it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And then next thing you know, I see the video of you guys hunkered down in the boathouse, and I was like, what the hell? So,
yeah.
That'll teach us to call the weatherman a liar, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Throat punch him.
Oh. Good stuff. Awesome.
I mean, I wish I had a job where I could lie all the time like that.
Yeah, be right half the time. It's all good.
Yeah. 50% every day.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, you don't have to always be right. You just gotta, be sometimes right.
It's funny how they can predict a hurricane pretty close to even like where it's going to hit land, but they can't tell you if it's going to rain 80% or 20%.
Yeah.
No.
But if it's 20%, it's going to pour.
Well, yeah, that's Sunday morning was only like 30% chance.
Yeah.
And then it like blew up on us. So.
And then it was like everywhere for an hour. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Am I ever going to get through this?
Yeah. Oh, but it cleared up and you guys caught fish, and that's the main thing. So.
Oh yeah, those guys are cool, man. I was like, man, I hope these guys don't feel bad because, they were from Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Actually, the guy said he was from California, and then he moved to Tennessee, and which I don't blame him there. But
yeah,
so he's like, man, this is something, and he's like, I took a video. I'm like, let me have it. So,
nice, good stuff.
But yeah, it should be picking up even more. The jacks are starting to come in.
Nice.
Because your ladyfish are starting to come in, the jacks are starting to start coming in, and just a little secret that I've picked up: if you see a school of jacks running through, wait an hour, because as soon as within that hour, a school of redfish is going to come right behind them.
Huh? Really?
Interesting.
They pick up. Yeah, they just come in there and scavenge with them guys. They
tore up. Yeah. Nice.
But almost every time I've seen a school of jacks in the sound, within an hour afterwards, we were catching redfish.
Nice.
I don't think we asked you, Bill, or did we? Remind me. I don't think we asked you your weirdest bait.
It was a ham slice from an MRE.
That's right.
It was in the comments. I didn't know if there was more.
During Desert Storm, we were sitting on the causeway going into Bahrain, and we were waiting for clearance to go over the causeway. We had like 12 vehicles, and we're like, how long are we going to sit here? And I'm like, there's water on both sides of me.
I'm fishing.
Oh, hey, look, there's a big old stick. Let me pick that up. And I always took fishing line with me every time I deployed. And I made a hook, out of a bobby pin, and I went and I'm like, let me find some bait. What can I use for bait? I was thinking maybe a piece of corn out of something, and I was like, no, here's a ham slice. So I just started cutting it into chunks and throwing it out there. They were all laughing at me until I caught a damn little snapper about this big. And they're like, what are you going to do with that? I'm like, watch this. I started a fire right there on the road and ate it.
Nice.
One in country. You got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
They're like, hey, man, can I have some of that?
No.
Get your own.
Nope.
You were laughing at me a minute ago.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, always good to see you. Always happy.
You got something coming up here in 2 weeks, don't you?
You do. You need to talk about it.
The night tournament,
Yep.
June 11th. It'll be at Liza Jackson Park from 3 p.m. to midnight. It's $40 per angler. They're going to go for 1 redfish, 2 trout per person. And it'll be a total weight of all 3. Now, if someone brings in 1 trout and 1 redfish and everybody else brings in like 1 of each, he's closest to the limit, so he's going to end up winning.
Okay.
Regardless.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because sometimes you have so that doesn't mean like, say you have a 19-inch redfish and you have a 20-inch trout, right? And then this guy comes in with a 27-inch redfish. He's not going to win because he's heavier than both of them, which he will be, but because they were closer to the limit, they're going to be higher up the ladder than single fish.
Okay. So closer to those 2 trout redfish is what you're fishing for.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if multiple people bring that in, it's the heaviest weight.
It's the heaviest weight of all 3.
Okay.
And then we'll have side bets for biggest red, biggest trout, probably most spots.
Nice.
And they're $10 a piece.
Gotcha.
Little something to
little happiness there.
Yeah. Maybe Brian will go with me. I don't know.
I wanted to last time, but I will admit I had my legit reasons.
I get it. I totally understand. But
it's all good.
I'm sure I'll have an empty spot in the boat that night. So
there you go.
Bring your headlight.
Yeah.
Do that.
Awesome, man. Well, great report as usual. And if folks want to book a trip, I know you're booked up this week and into next week, but how do they get a hold of you?
It's e6ifa.net, or you can just give me a call at 850-585-6806.
Awesome, man. Great report as always. Can't wait to get you back out here, and maybe
our tournament starts this week.
The nighttime. Star tournament. CCA this week.
Win a truck.
There you go.
Or a boat.
Nice. Go check out those guys at was it cca.org? CCA.net?
Yeah. I think it's .org.
CCA.org for all the rules and regulations on that one.
It's you have to be a member of CCA, which it's like $35 or $40, and then it's like another $40 to enter the tournament.
Gotcha.
But it goes all the way to Labor Day. So
good stuff.
Every county, just so you know, every county in Florida gets 4 redfish that are tagged. Except for Broward County, they get 10.
Gotcha. Because of reasons.
They pay me.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All it is. Money talks. You know how it goes.
Yes, it does.
Your story.
But as always, fellas, it has been fun.
Yeah, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
We'll catch you next time.
All right, man. Y'all be good. Later.
Oh,
right.
I love talking about. Rob, you were watching from. Yep, I had a feeling. So, yep, if you're watching from my page from Finding Demo Surf Fishing, when I do the share there, that explains why you're not seeing the comments because it's not part of the big 3. Okay. Tracking. Right. Understood.
All right. Now we're moving on to surf or surf fishing, lack thereof, surf fishing. We'll see what we can do. You guys, welcome Mr. Jordan Gooding, G2 Coastal. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Thank you for being patient back there in the green room.
Absolutely.
all the surf guys that come on later, it ends up being a lot later, and we appreciate all of you guys waiting around, sticking it out, coming on.
Besides, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, right.
Nothing. I'm sitting here anyway, so
It's not like you only have kids running around and all the other fun stuff going on.
yeah, just lock the door, keep them out.
There you go. So I'm sure everyone has seen by now the viral video of Orange Beach and the mats and waves of sargassum grass coming in.
Yeah, and then it's not slowing down right now. I mean, it's still just pouring in. Checked out the Lagoon Pass, went to Perdido Pass. They're both full of grass today. Even got desperate and tried to catch a few bass this morning. It's that bad out there. Surf.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. And the bass fishing, it sucked as well, but it is what it is.
If we're being honest.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, there was 3 of us and we only caught 3 bass, so it was tough.
Well, at least you caught something.
Yeah. Yeah, better than a skunk.
There you go. I'll take that any day.
Yeah, but I mean, with this grass, you have 2 options, inshore or offshore. The surf just really isn't a good option right now. But if you are determined to surf fish, I highly recommend you pack super light. I'm talking like backpack cooler, maybe a rod or 2. And what I do when it's real bad, I will just walk the beach and hope I find an opening in the grass, fish it, whether that's 10 minutes or an hour, because at some point that's just going to completely fill back in with grass. There's no way around it. And once that hole fills in, walk down and try to find another and just bounce around from each spot you can find that's actually fishable for a little while.
Interesting. That's a good point. Somebody posted on one of the pages, I forget which one, but caught an 18.5 and a 20-inch pompano last year this time when the grass got real bad. So those fish are in there and they're under and they're feeding. And if you can find those pockets like you were talking about, it's just going to take some work.
Yeah, I mean, the fish aren't going to leave. I mean, it might push some of them out there. There's still going to be fish in the surf zone. It's just how much effort do you want to put in pulling grass off your line every 5-10 minutes? I mean, and 10 minutes is a long time out there right now to not be pulling off grass. I mean, 5 minutes and under is more likely right now.
Well, Tony from Fish Gum made a really good post. Might have been just in our – I thought I saw it on Facebook, but it might have been just in our text group. The crabs that are living in that grass mats are just – it's a feeding frenzy right now. And if you can find that one, I never realized that they lived in it. I just figured it was just grass, running away. You got the beads and all that, but I didn't know you actually had crabs living in there.
Yeah, I knew there was all sorts of critters that live in it, but I had no idea what really. I mean – but yeah, I saw that, and that's a pretty good idea. I mean, try to scrounge up some of them little sargassum crabs. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that's the name. We'll call them that.
Yeah, if you can scrounge some of those up, throw them out there.
Put it on Carolina League, put it on the bottom. He's like, oh, you fell. Come here.
It'll be the new ghost shrimp.
The new ghost shrimp. I like it.
You know what I mean? If you can find sargassum crabs, you're on it.
So, Jordan, if you're doing the hunt and walk, are you doing set rig or are you doing lures?
Typically, when it's just me, I'm going to throw lures. If I'm going to take people out, it's going to be throwing set rigs. I did run a trip for a little while Wednesday evening, and we got into some whiting. We actually did. I mean, yeah, the elusive whiting, believe it or not. But it was pretty slow. I had a couple kids out there. It wasn't action-packed enough for them, but I mean, I got them on fish. That's all I can do. I mean, for the conditions, I thought it was a halfway decent time, but other than that, that's the last time I've been out in the surf. For just the past couple of days, it's not been worth even trying.
So what are you going to do? Continue with bass? Or are you going to move inshore, going into kayaks? What are you thinking?
I'm going to cry a little bit and try to collect myself and come up with a game plan. We're going to get a break in it eventually. I mean, a couple days of a wind change, tides will pull it out. Hopefully the June grass won't get here when that happens, but it's coming. I mean,
yeah.
June grass. it's inevitable. That's the worst part. We know it's coming. There's nothing we can do except say, all right, let's play with it. But it's good on the same one too, because I've said it. I think we talked about it in our episode too. You got to change up the game a little. You're gonna have to move in. Sometimes you got to learn a different kind of fishing. And this show is perfect for that. If you've ever been trying to think of it, we got captains that are giving all the info away. You can go out with somebody, or you can take some of the info and run with it. So,
yeah, and I'll probably break my kayak out a couple times next week to mix it up.
I didn't know you. What are you running on kayak nowadays?
What's that?
What kayak you got nowadays?
It's actually a fairly small dealer. I think it's called Hammerhead Kayaks over there in Theodore, Alabama.
Yeah, the ones the locals that's down the road from you. I've heard good things about them lately.
Yeah, so I picked one of his up last spring, and I hardly used it at all, but it's time to expand my horizons a little bit, break it out a little bit more.
There you go.
I'm just addicted to the surf. It's hard to get out of there for me, man. Even in these bad conditions, I still go out.
The three of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, we get it.
Yeah.
Angle understands.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll just have to enjoy going on their kayaks, eventually bribing some of the other captains for us to go hang out on their boats.
That's right.
go enjoy some other fun times and some stupid memories to talk about on Friday of missed netting and breaking, catching the 10-pound log.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few logs in my day.
If you ever fish bass, and any of that are freshwater, if you haven't caught a log, you're a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, everybody's hooked the elusive logfish.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The best part is, though, it's the constant jerking, and then you stop and then you see it. Oh.
It's got one of those limbs on it that has a bunch of flex to it.
Yeah.
Those are the ones where you crap your pants because you think you got a beast on there.
Oh, I'm so tree pounder. Yeah, there you go, Mike. Yep, tree pounder.
Yeah. Mike, welcome. Dave Bates, excuse my silly question, but sargassum and June grass are two different items. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Put that question up for everybody. So sargassum is going to be the leafy looking stuff. It's actually a grass
that you can grab onto.
Right. And you can grab onto. The June grass is actually an algae bloom that pops up and just gets really nasty and coats everything.
Also known as slime.
Yeah, slime. Yeah. But yes, two different things, David.
Oh, well, look forward to seeing you, buddy. I'm sorry that, we're not going to be in the surf much, but hey, maybe we can get together on the kayaks and just, not tell anybody.
Absolutely.
Not tell anybody.
But before I forget, hopefully we'll be able to do this on Saturday, June 11th at the Gulf State Park Pavilion. We are doing a kids free surf fishing clinic.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it runs from 8 to noon. Any kid 6 and older, welcome to come. You just got to be registered by June 9th. So there is a link to it on my Facebook page at G2 Coastal.
G2 Coastal, go look that up. It's I saw that being posted over there. It's over in Alabama.
Yeah.
You said Gulf Shores State Park?
Yeah, at the State Park Pavilion.
Okay, at the pavilion there. And it's basically, getting out there with kids and showing them, getting them on some fish, letting them catch fish and reel it in. And
yeah, and it's a blast. I love it. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times now. And
nice.
It's just cool to get those kids out there. Some have never fished before. Others have never saltwater fished, and just to get them out there, there's just nothing else like it. So
you're a good man.
Awesome.
That's right. Awesome. It's easier to be nicer to other kids than your own. I figured that out.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah. But, you have a little more patience sometimes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm with you there.
When your own kids are own, I still, Abby's 11 and I still call her a tiny terrorist. It's just, everybody else is like, dude, your daughter is so well mannered.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. My oldest, Lucy, she'll be 5 in September, but she went out with me last week. Actually got up at 4:30 with me in the morning.
Wow.
Was ready to go. We were out there for about 30 minutes and she was done, and I wasn't happy about that. It takes me 35 minutes to drive to the beach, and she was done fishing in 30 minutes. So
and she was done fishing.
We still had a good time.
That's good. You get the dad-daughter time. It's nothing like it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if anybody wants to hook up with you in this grassy environment, but also learn, how do we find you?
G2 Coastal. That's my Facebook page. Website's G2 Coastal. YouTube is G2 Coastal. If you type in G2 Coastal, you'll find me somewhere.
That's good. And if you guys haven't checked out his recent videos, you've missed out. There's some fun stuff that's been posted.
Yeah, you can watch me step on a catfish.
Yeah. I've seen there's a I know it's not. I know Blaine's just poking fun, but the Jordan Gooding line of surf shoe now is out.
Yeah, the G2 Coastal surf shoes.
I'm not saying I clicked on it. Like, hell, Jordan came up with his own shoe.
That's what I thought initially too, and then
a little sad.
I get a kick out of it because I've traumatized half the Panhandle surf fishing community by stepping on that. Everybody's wanting to wear shoes, and I'm still not wearing shoes. I'm right back in your foot.
Yeah,
I mean, you do it once. It's like, oh, okay, whatever, and you're fine. But
yeah,
what can you do? It is what it is. It's just it's one of those calculated risks we have to deal with.
Oh yeah,
yep. Absolutely. Awesome, brother. Well, always good chatting with you. Appreciate the report, and look forward to getting you back on here soon.
I appreciate it, guys.
Take care buddy.
Yep, take care.
Sad.
Awesome.
Just for not working is sad.
Always enjoy talking to all of our captains, man. It's such a good group of folks.
It really is. It's one of the. I mean, I was tired when I got off work today, and I was like, oh. Yeah. But all I can think is like, I get to hang out with my friends. We're going to talk about fishing, and we're going to talk about some fun stuff. It'll be all right. It's all good. And sure enough, here we are, an hour in like we always are.
Yeah.
It's been a good show. It's been fun. I appreciate everybody talking in here and, throwing comments, questions. It's like home.
Yeah. That's why we do it. We enjoy it. Enjoy hanging out on a Friday night with all of you guys and gals who are still watching.
Seriously.
And, yeah. Good stuff.
You want to do your scroll first?
I can. I actually don't have much this week. Let's take this down.
You're welcome, Donnie. We took up 1 hour of your drive.
Donnie's like, I'm just wasting time, man. Y'all are just helping it pass the time here.
Under 7 hours. So you are near. You got to be in Tennessee. That would be my guess. I think you're in Tennessee. Actually, you're probably you're probably close to that. All right, sorry. As I digress.
Where do I need to go here? Not there. That's there. Saved.
1 out, 1 in.
There we go. Let's see here. Buddy Brock Meyer over there in Panama City getting on some nice inshore fish today. Over there, I mean, you got, with all the rain they've had, you can see the tannic stained water there in that video.
He's a hell of an angler. He truly is.
He is, man. Brock's all over the place. Nice trout. Look at that. I think he's using, what is that, a Z-Man under a popping cork?
I think so,
what he said. Yep. And a Z-Man Slam Shady paddle tail with Redfish Procure over there in the West Bay. That's awesome. Great catches, Brock. Doing great over there.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Damn
so, Mr. Larry Grossman. If you guys haven't noticed, he started up Panhandle Fly Fishing Charters. Go check that out. Again, this looks like Bayou Tahar again.
Was it? Because I was wondering, but it looked too tree-ish to me, too tree-esque.
Maybe we'll have to. I think it's Bayou Tahar again.
Well, it's close by to his lair. I buy that.
Yeah, first fly rod out of the kayak, and he just tied that deer hair popper. He did a little tutorial thing on that the other night. Yeah, back there in Bayou Tahar. So that's awesome. Another largemouth out of there. That's crazy.
That's his second this year.
Yeah.
If y'all wanted to learn the fly fishing, he's really passing a ton of knowledge out. And, with these charters he's going to do, it's going to be a great time. So it's really not a horrible idea to start really following. And if you want to get into it, he's had some great recommendations for starter sets. Sorry.
Absolutely. We'll be talking to this guy next week, Captain Chris Schuber. He'll be on, but he's been getting on the moat. I mean, we've been talking, well, they're not all monsters, but I mean, some nice trout on the Miradine. Check that out.
Yeah.
Just like that's a good day right there. Again, Miradine. That's the go-to bait, man. He's been on them.
Yeah, I didn't even know what a Miradine was until we were on this show.
Really?
Really?
See, everyone learns. It's all good.
I keep the bar low, though. Let's be honest. We all know me. I'm the low bar friend.
Here's that video real quick. I'm not going to turn it up because that's the video of the hurricane Bill was stuck in the other day. I mean, look at that. Just luckily that boathouse was close by and they were able to get in there and get shelter. But that thing came up out of nowhere, like a 30% chance of rain. And this guy's like just having a blast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's embracing the suck to full level.
Yeah. Another one getting on the big trout this morning. Our buddy Sean Lawless of the Lawless Tide. That's another. I mean, look at that trout. That's a monster.
Oh, yeah. Look at them, the vampire fangs.
Oh, yeah.
Still can't believe that with trout, man.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, they are. Last but not least, Frisky Fins, our buddy who you did a podcast with. Anyway, he's got a Memorial Day sale going on. I think it's 15%. It shouldn't have come up like this. It should have come up on Blaine's post. But anyway, go check Frisky Fins out. Got all his stuff out there running the Memorial Day sale on his new website there.
Scroll down.
Is it on there? Did I miss it?
Just scroll down for a second. Yeah, bro. Bacon cheeseburger casserole.
What?
Your screen's showing a bacon cheeseburger casserole, and the fat kid is hungry, damn it. You can't put food in your saved items. I will look at it and see it.
What are you talking about?
You don't see it in your share?
No.
It's right below your Frisky Fins post.
Oh, is that what you guys were seeing?
Well, right now, your Facebook is frozen. Like your feed for you.
Oh, that's why. That's because the feed was the low carb bacon cheeseburger casserole. Yeah, that's pretty tasty.
I'm putting carbs back in that. We don't do low carb in this house. Like my carbs.
Anyway, yeah, not much fishing going on, and so kind of ventured out into other areas. So, what you got?
All right, let me talk about food. as I have
Cheyenne.
As we talk about food, I'll show you how bad it gets. All right, so let's start it off here. The mahi have been looking great, and this is 38 light tackle. Yeah. We know how it goes. Mark here showing us they are here. This is not the only post that I have on this, but hey, if you're looking to get on some mahi, they are here. I've heard great things about the fight. I've never caught one, so I don't know. See my food. All right. Same. I loved this post by Florence. I had to save it just because of that. Big old eyes. Big old fish. All right. Big announcement. Super. I'm starting a little bit off on my markers here, so if you guys don't mind, I'm sorry. It's going to be kind of funny. Entertainer fishing charters. The reason I bring this up, Entertainer took a really big loss in the last 6 months. One of their captains unfortunately passed. Weren't sure they were going to continue, but I am happy to see that they are going to be back out. So if you're in the Pensacola area and you're looking for a party boat, one of these charters like this, Entertainer is going to be back out there running trips. So let's just move that over here. Why don't we? Nice. Another one on the Destiny. If you're in Destiny Princess, obviously we're not sponsored by these guys. This is just a couple of the ones that I follow. I've been out there on Destiny. I've enjoyed it. I like the crew. I go out on a few out of there. But they've been catching them up. It's been really good fishing. So if you're looking for that in that Destiny area, not a bad way to go. The Kings in the kayak world, and yes, I'm bringing up plenty of kayak things because, hey, it's really the thing to do.
Nice.
But look at these. Good-looking fish.
Beautiful fish.
It makes me want to get out there and get into that. Sticking around with the same kayak thing here. Old Rizzo. Rizzo is one of the very knowledgeable when it comes to kayaks. He's the admin of the group, but he shares his knowledge freely and happily. Redfish and trout have been monsters. He's been posting tons of pictures of them, and he's been slaying it out there in his yak. So if you've been thinking about on the Inshore, get with our Inshore captains. Try to get a charter going. If you got a kayak and you're in this area, Emerald Coast Kayak Anglers is a wonderful group to go. There's a ton of knowledge, and a lot of people offer up, hey, I'm going fishing. Who wants to go? To team ups, lots of things like that.
He was on a good snapper bite too recently.
He was seriously good.
Yeah.
Another set of the mahi.
Nice.
Get out there and go get them. And I also brought it up there with the question, hey, when you see that grass, what are you throwing for? Mahi. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff around those grass, so fire at it. Larry posting the beach.
Yeah, I saw that today out there. That was no fun.
And it's crunch. And when it dries up, it's all crunchy and weird, and it's just awkward when you step on it. I'm not a fan. Truly not a fan. Pensacola Fishing Fanatics coming in for one. Jess Bishop here. Monster.
That is a nice redfish right there.
Ugh, they're big this year. I mean, it's like we're catching the big fish. Good. Fever has been posting routinely lately, and a lot of good things have been in that group. But that is a serious set of flatties.
Oh, look at that.
The flounder have been really good from the catching. Unfortunately, it looks like my bun post didn't save, but the slayer known as Bun out there.
He's been tearing them up.
He has. So if you want to learn, he's not about Alabama Gulf Coast. Love this group. Jordan, we're all a part of it. This made me. This brought a little happiness to my soul.
That's awesome.
Traffic on the bridge. Hey, dude, you want to fish? Yes. So
we're not going anywhere for a while. Just drop a rod over and see what we get.
I mean, it would have been great. I wish there would have been some more stuff talked about. Hey, this is what he caught, but at least he tried. Yeah,
absolutely.
I can't knock that one. And of course, because we talk about food, Cheyenne. This is an older post of hers that she reshared from December 13th of 2021. But redfish on the half shell with the cream sauce.
With the cream sauce.
Yeah. And yes, so jokingly wise, we go down. I do have, several food things in my. Oh, those were good.
Absolutely.
Those were naughty. Sorry, as we get in here, because I'll get myself in trouble. I'm going to drool over that after we get done. But hey, we appreciate. Did you pull up did you pull up the hashtag?
The hashtag.
Panhandle Fishing Report.
Yeah.
Oh, those were from that one?
I had a few of those.
I did. I failed at you on that one. I didn't get that one. Oops.
Was there one? In particular that you're looking for?
There was one. But let me see if I can find it. Anyway, your turn.
So, yeah, you guys don't forget, hashtag us Panhandle Fishing Report. We'll bring those up. We'll bring up the photos. We search you guys on Facebook by that tag, and we also do Instagram as well. Harder to share the Instagram stuff on the show, but we do repost to our story to keep that going on the Instagram side. So appreciate all you guys that are doing that. What you got?
That one.
Oh, yeah, Blaine.
Granted, it was the 18th, but still, that was a great day. I mean, just getting it, your post fun, and we're into the previous weeks here with those. Get out of here. But yeah, there's been some. We appreciate those tags. We do look at them. In case you guys didn't realize, we always look at them. Alex, True Braid, how you doing, buddy? Good to see your face on the screen.
Well, on the screen, yeah.
I actually need to put an order in this week for True Braid.
I did so
in my screen.
Quick story on True Braid.
Okay.
I ordered some braid, some 20-pound in the blue.
Oh, okay.
And then it got hung up. So I messaged Alex and I said, "Hey man, here's what's going on. It looks like it's stuck." He said, "Don't worry, I got you." Put another one in the mail, and I got it within that week. Right? What day was it? I went to one day this week. I go to the mailbox, open it up, bam. There's another thing of True Braid. It was the one that I originally ordered. Had finally made it back down here. It didn't get lost in the post office box. I messaged him right away and said, because I thought maybe he sent me one, and he's like, "Nope, it got lost in the USPS graveyard up here in DC." And anyway, so that was awesome. And now I'm waiting for the new color to drop so I can order that and get it on my shark rigs. So
if you guys haven't taken a look at Alex's company, True Braid, he's got some really cool braid going out there. We had a good conversation. We will have a podcast episode. I just need to finish typing the rest of my question. Well, writing, because I do it old school. I got to finish a couple there, but in the limited conversation that him and I had that one time, I learned so much about the braid. I was like, okay, I'm sold forever, and I'm using it. I love it on my reels. I've had no problems with it. I have tried to jack it up. I have done some stupid things to it to try to break it, and I've been impressed. So I'm very thankful for it, and thank you, Alex, for doing it.
Yeah, Mike Responte puts on here, I want to try the multicolored 20-pound. I thought about doing the multicolor, but
it doesn't match your stuff.
It doesn't match my stuff. That hot pink that's coming out, I'm doing it.
I know you would.
I'm spooling up my 10,000s with 80
pound. You're going 80-pound pink?
Yeah.
We'll be able to see that at night.
I should be able to see it well at night too. So that'll be good.
I love
it. Why you're laughing? That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a hot pink. I mean,
heck no.
You are one of the few people that I know that can rock out a hot pink effectively.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks. I appreciate that.
It is just braid. I get absolutely, Alex, and I will say it. Good braid, but priced appropriately. I love it. Hey, I'm going to embellish how I want. You can't control me for that, sir. I like your stuff. So there
you go. Yeah, can't wait to get it on.
And Mike pop it on here. Mike and I actually talked. We have a podcast episode coming out. It is in editing right now. That was a fun one.
Oh, you did one with the guys.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk about. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to hear about Alabama Surf, or Alabama Surf Gas Company.
Yeah.
So I had to correct myself a bunch of times in there. We had a great conversation. So that one's coming up. What else you got coming up, man? I mean, I know we're at an hour and 20, but
I got charters coming up. I got Jimmy Buffett this week, so I'll be in Orange Beach on Thursday night, rocking my parrot head and having a good time with the family.
Good, man. You went to Black Label Society though recently.
I did. I went and saw it. So I mean, I'm all over the place. I listen to all the genres. Black Label Society and downtown Mobile. That was great at what's that place called? Soul Kitchen. Yeah.
Soul Kitchen.
That's a good time. Small little rockin'. There. I want pink frisky fins. Hint, Mike. Oh, I don't have any control over that, but that's
you holding out on some frisky fins, bro.
I'm not, other than listening to the podcast today. And
that was a fun one, yeah. So yeah, if you guys hadn't checked out today's episode, Frisky Fins just recently launched his website, so you can order directly from there if you don't have it in your local tackle shop. He's got a lot of other stuff, and if you were looking for rods, you guys have seen Frisky's rods. James makes a great rod. He doesn't just make surf rods. For those that didn't know that, he has made some very impressive other builds that you should really take a look at if you're looking at getting a custom rod for a different type of fishing.
He definitely sparked my interest when he started talking about you're Mike, not Smitty. Okay, gotcha. Not me, Smitty, but this Mike, I'm guessing. Mike, some frisky fins over there for Faye, man. But he definitely sparked my interest when he started talking about 7-foot, 8-foot rods, customized however you want, colors, logos, things like that. And Mike's like, yeah, I'm on the hook for that one. So I started thinking, I was cutting the grass and I was listening to it. I'm like, man, some like black and white type rods with my logo on it for inshore fishing would be really nice.
Okay.
So I may have to hit James up and be like, I need an order. I need to run more charters first though, but yeah. But if I order them now, they should be ready by next spring. Because he did say, it's a lead time. He's like 3 months out now. So, they're not quick. And his philosophy and everything, I've known James. We run into James all the time. But listening to the podcast and having him put out all that info, it was just amazing. Great job.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I admit I enjoy every episode we get to do. And they're just... every one of them, I pull something away from it for me too. It's like, something I didn't know, something I can pick up, or a tip or trick. And granted, the questions are almost always the same. I will tell you that all right now. I try to follow kind of the same things because every answer has been different.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when we do this on the Friday nights, we've asked these captains different ones, and every answer is normally different. And hopefully all of you have picked up something from it that's helped you. I mean, hashtag Bill Rig. That was a great one. We all of a sudden were like, hey, why didn't we think of that? Or talking about the GI jigs. All of a sudden we're like, where'd that come from? And now it's like, dude, why don't I have that in my tackle box? I need that.
Absolutely. And Half Hitch is carrying them. Our local tackle store, here, their GI Jigs is here. If you're not following Half Hitch, I would say they are putting out, and I'm reposting some of that stuff because it's great info. When he put out this, Tim Broom does a lot of that behind the scenes, putting those things together on snapper rigs and inshore rigs and stuff. That's great info to get out there. So if you guys haven't seen that post yet, go check us out on our Facebook page, Panhandle Fishing Report, and you can see that, or go check them out on the Half Hitch page as well. Great info, and that's what it's all about. Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, bringing the community together. That's awesome. That's what we aim to do. That's why we're bringing everybody in here and trying to get everybody some knowledge.
Yep. And if you guys have something to share, don't hesitate. By all means, post your knowledge and hashtag it. Hashtag it right to the Panhandle Fishing Report. We are happy to keep that going because we want you all to learn something, take something away from these. You've given us an hour and a half of your time on a Friday night, and we appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate every second that you give us, and we hope that you were able to take something away from it. So thank you.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. Now, before we leave, I'm going to reiterate the fact that we are doing our giveaway tonight, sponsored by Rogue Rigs. And again, you get your choice. The first winner will have their choice of either a Smitty shark rig or a Demo heavy duty double drop rig. And then the second winner will have their choice of a flat mount line cutters, Rogue Reels line cutters, or a zipper pull line cutters. All you have to do after this show tonight, we're going to put the post up on our Facebook page. All you have to do is comment with a picture of your most memorable catch, best catch ever. Doesn't have to be big, it's whatever is memorable for you. And the picture with the most votes at the end of the week, we'll announce next week. The most votes will be first place. Next runner-up will be second place. And we'll announce that next week. Alex, we'll talk later.
Yeah, let's talk about that on the next round. I'd be happy to
jump in, contact Brian or I, and we'll make something happen. We got stuff to discuss. So don't forget, post those pictures, share them out to your friends, because the more votes you get, the higher up on the list. That's what it's all about. The most likes. So we're not asking you to share out the stuff or all that stuff. We just want you to get recognized for your memorable catch.
Yep. So. And if people want to hang out, by all means, they'll come check a look at the content. Like, I need to be a part of this because, hey, we're growing, and it's all because of you all. So thank you. Don't forget, for next week, we've got our captain's going to be Brad Pope, Captain Chris Schubert, and old Perdido Blaine Roberts. So next week will be filled with good stuff right there in that one. And hopefully you have a great week.
Yeah. Get out there. Weather's going to be great. Get out there, do some fishing. Until next week, folks, we'll see you guys later.
Oh, wait.
What?
Well,
what'd you say?
I forgot. A lot of people, we don't talk about this, and I was going to leave it to the end, but hey. It is Memorial Day weekend. So to all of our fellows that have passed on, this is a weekend to be a good memory. Remember them, love them, honor them. We appreciate your service. We miss you. We love you guys. That was what I wanted to end. I apologize.
Got it. Cheers. All right, folks. Next week. Later.